Hi everyone, my name is Rick Chia and I'm here to help you make your choreography tutorials so that all you choreographers out there can submit your work to be sold on the Choreography Online platform. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, I'm going to need hours of studio time to hire dancers and rehearse this thing so that it's tight for the camera. This is going to take a lot of time and effort. Well, I have only one thing to say to that, and that is, well, no, it's not. Actually, nothing could be further from the truth. It's way simpler than you think. Because the purpose of the tutorial or explainer video is to explain what is in the actual performance video of your choreography, the one that you have already submitted. So you don't need to perform it again because people will already have a performance video of your piece with them. But the tutorial video is going to be very important for people who buy your choreography. Now, sure, they can just copy the movements off your performance video, but they will want assurance from you that they are dancing the right steps. If there are counts, they want to be sure that they're doing the right ones. And they want to know what they should be thinking about when they do your movement and where they should be and when. And I'm sure that you would prefer that people get that information straight from you, or at the very least, an assistant who already knows your vision. So I'm here to show you how simple it really is to make your explainer video and to present the different options that exist for making them. Now in some cases you won't even need a studio, but for the first method in this video, and probably the most familiar to you already, let's assume that you do have access to a studio and will be making your tutorials in the good old-fashioned traditional way.
On a musical cue, when the word starts, I fall, and he catches my elbows. I look at him, he brings me back, and we are back to neutral. So nothing's really happening here. It shouldn't be clear that I will fall again, because I want to go away.
So what's that you say? You don't have access to a studio? Well, that's not necessarily a problem. Depending on what your piece is, you may not even need one.
From here, 5, 6, 7, 8, we step out, 1, hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hit gun, 7, 8. We step 1, hit 2, 3, 4, hit 5, 6, replace 7, roll 8.
So you see, your explainer tutorial can be filmed even in an apartment space. But wait, you say you don't have access to dancers right now? Well, depending on what your piece is, even that might not be a problem. If your piece is a solo, then you can simply walk through it explaining it yourself.
The first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna jump out. This is 1 and 2. Take 3 steps. 3 and 4. So let the hands come down on and 3, punch on 4. Left leg is up, right hand is forward, connecting your left fist to the elbow of your right arm.
And in many cases, even duos and trios can be taught in this way.
My character then grabs with the left hand, the left foot, and the right hand comes through the hole to my face. I wait for Brittany, and then I shoot out to this position. And in a second, I will show you what the Brittany character does. So, my character is here. The Brittany character, after going here, walk, 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 down and around, simply turns, stands up, and she sees something over there and is scared. Boom!
Now, if you have some video editing skills, this opens up a couple of other interesting options. There are 2 that I have in mind, one that I call the intercut tutorial, and the other I call the voiceover tutorial. As she does a grand on the jambe, the man takes the shin and pulls it into passe, lifts her up and carries her around, and then places her on his knees like a board with her legs in a small V. Her legs are in a V like this. He takes the hip and he spins her so that she rolls along his body. And as he does that, he actually falls backwards So as the duo crawls up, another group of 4 girls comes in from the upstage left corner, walking in 4th position turned out with the arms in 2nd. They're going to do this small rond de jambe with a flex foot and rock back and forth in this sort of 4th position. Front foot is parallel. Now, keep in mind that the voiceover tutorial is probably the last choice of tutorial that I would do, simply because with only a voiceover, there is a time issue to think about, especially if you have a lot to say about your piece, how it should be performed, and your vision. And depending on this, it may even take more editing work than the intercut tutorial. All the equipment you need is in your phone. You don't need to hire a videographer, and you don't need an expensive camera. Keep in mind that this is the internet. Really high definition videos tend to be very large files anyway, and tend to take a long time to upload and download. And remember, what people are buying from you is not a beautiful video for their large screen TV. They are buying the right to perform your creative content that is in the video. Your teaching video is meant to help them to do that in a way that is as close to your vision as possible. So as you can see, the explainer or tutorial video that we ask that you include really is not that complex or complicated to do. If you're well prepared and know your piece well, then most tutorials should take only about a half hour to do, depending of course on the length and the complexity of your piece. But in many cases, you can probably fit filming the tutorial into your daily schedule. You can reserve a half hour after rehearsal or after class, prop up your telephone and just walk through your piece from beginning to end, explaining counts, movements, and intention as you go along. Then you upload the video to the corresponding choreography page on the website. And if you run into any problems or have any questions, then you can just write us at info@choreography.online. And that's it. Once again, my name is Rick Chia. I'd like to thank you for watching, and happy filming.